Hey friends, so I thought I was done for today. I've just recorded the shorts and I was like, right, job done. There we go. And the cards were like, you think you're done, do you? We've got a little message for you here. So a little short reading, hopefully, about what this is, but it was too beautiful for me to not put on camera. So we've got two cards here, the Knight of Cups and the Ace of Cups out. The first card that came out was the Star, and then supporting it, the Knight of Cups and the Ace of Cups, like on either side. It's coming through with this feeling of just like support. It's like unconditional love, support, friendship, just like offering of help and support and love, and it's so encompassing. It's a really nice energy. I'm sorry, I still have COVID, still testing positive, so I'm still a bit sniffly, so I'm sorry if you can hear that in my voice. So unconditional love, support, friendship, it's like I love you no matter what is the energy of it. It's so nice. And what this is doing, I feel like this is a second person who is literally healing. We have two cards about healing. So the Star card, which is the first card that came out, and it's the underline of this second deck that I'm planning on using to clarify. Wish fulfillment. I can't believe this is, you know, this is real, this is a dream come true, this is better than I ever could have believed it to be, holding on to hope, holding on to dreams, all these beautiful things that are represented by the Star card. And then as well as the Star card signifying healing, I've also got the Four of Swords, which is a card about needing a bit of bed rest, right? It's like, oh, I need a day off. I need to just go back to bed today. I need to do some self-care. I need to have a bit of a think here. I kind of need to recover. So recovery and healing, and then somebody coming in to support. It's really, really beautiful. Balanced as well. Two of Pentacles, like balanced. So these cards came out when I was thinking about the Capricorn reading, and their song had a kind of like a meaning of somebody who perhaps was abusing substances, and it was just running through my head, and I want to say that this came out to tell me this person has support. They have people around them who are looking after them, and they are recovering and they are healing, perhaps from some kind of addiction that they had. So this was really satisfying to me as a reader. I was like, I love that. And it was clarified by the word gold, and it was like, that's it. That's it. It's like golden shadow. Like somebody's gone in, they defeated the demons, you know, they fought those battles, and they're healing, they're overcoming it. So I don't want to move. I don't want to move. I don't want to spoil this reading. It's so good already. It's clarified by the song Graveyard as well by Halsey, which again is a song kind of about unconditional love. I would have followed you all the way to the graveyard, down your deepest, darkest roads. It's like, I've got your back, buddy. Like, you know, I love you no matter what, right? So that can be toxic. Obviously, sometimes if people are really sick, there's different ways that you can support them. And I want to say addiction is an illness. It's a medical illness. So, you know, and I don't want to say that means that people who are addicted to things are victims, because I think, you know, seeing yourself as a victim of circumstance can sometimes enable that behaviour. I think taking ownership is like the first stage, really, isn't it? I think this is a well-known thing. The first thing that you have to do if you want to beat an addiction is take charge, which actually, funnily enough, is here with the Chariot card. It's funny that I kept on taking two cards off to reveal the Chariot, which is showing me somebody is taking charge of their own life, taking responsibility for their own actions, really thinking, do you know what, the only person to do this is me. I'm going to do this, but I'm thankful for the support of this person, because it's like they are my shining star. They are pulling me through this. It's beautiful. Really beautiful reading. You know, it's a success story, and you don't get many of those. And I want to say, if you are either of the people in this reading, if you're the person offering this love from the heart, and it doesn't have to be romantic, it can be friendship, it's like whatever it is, this person, you know, this person loves this person, and they're like, I'm here for you, buddy. Oh, I forgot this was nude. I can't remember whose reading it came out for. I think it might have been Cancer, but I was like covering it up like that because I thought it's a short, right? I haven't got time to explain about the woman's pubes on camera. Well, do you know what? We're here now. Yeah, I'm going to leave that there. It's pretty. maybe somebody's got a heart of gold, right? So it's really lovely. Like, this person really does have a heart of gold. They are such a good person, and that is like so close to divine for me. For me, the closest you can get to divine is unconditional love, and if you can have that for yourself and for other people, it's like, you know, if you can forgive people, if you can think, do you know what, every single human is fallible, we all make mistakes, there's no such thing as an evil person, it's just, you know, sometimes good people can get into bad situations and do bad things. And, you know, the more that we can enable people to get the help they need, the more that we can help people to not see themselves as monsters, but see themselves as somebody who, you know, with a lot of stress and perseverance, can take control back into their lives. You know, I think that's a beautiful mindset to have. You know, every soul is worth saving. So yeah, beautiful, beautiful mindset to have. So gorgeous person. And then the person who's doing the healing as well and having success with that. Like, you know, and you fall down sometimes. Sometimes you fall, sometimes you trip up, sometimes you have bad days. And you know, having that love for the self, it could be the love for the self as well. It could be like, I am going to give myself, I'm going to pour the love into myself that I didn't get from family, from friends. It's like, I love myself enough to pull myself through this and heal. And this is real healing. The funny thing that happened to me, and I'm just thinking about it now, I had such strange dreams last night. I really felt like my son was sick. He was physically sick in the night, and I couldn't sleep properly, even though I'm sick as well. Like, I'm ill and exhausted, and my body was just, it was almost like when you you know, when your body is just trying to sleep, it's like your eyes are trying to close, your head's trying to rest, it's like your body is doing everything it can to make you fall asleep, but you're so anxious that you're actually trying to keep yourself awake. I was trying to like listen out for him to see if he was okay, and I got into this really strange, like, midway sleep stage where I wasn't awake and I wasn't asleep, and it was kind of surreal, and it was kind of a bit scary. I was like, I think I'm hallucinating. I think I might be going mad. But I had this vision of like lifting my head. I was on my front and I kind of lifted my head up off the pillow, and a deck of tarot cards fell off my head. Very, very, very clear. Like, this was like, it was like full hallucination, like the clarity of it, right? I could see every single individual card falling from my head, and it was a small deck. I think it's called the Teeny Tiny Tarot. I don't have it. One of my favorite readers, Awakening to Spirit, uses it. She calls it the Teeny Tiny Tarot. And it was the Teeny Tiny Tarot, and it was like it was falling out my hair, or like falling out of my head. Like, as I moved my head, the cards were falling from my head. And I remember seeing the first card that I kind of like saw was, which was like the main card that I guess my guides were showing me, was the Hierophant. And this is a card about God. It's like, you know, God's here. You know, if you don't believe in God, it's like the universe is here. Spirituality is here. You know, it's a very paternal, like, it depends on the other clarifying cards, but in the upright for me, the Hierophant is like, you know, a paternal, protective, guiding figure. If you think about like a good granddad energy, it's kind of like good granddad energy. You know, you can go to them for advice, they're going to protect you, they're going to offer you guidance and support and knowledge. So this gorgeous card that I was like looking at, and then there was another card, and I feel like it was the Star card, and I was getting like washing your hands. So I don't know if somebody's washing the hands of something, like somebody's, the Hierophant could be like structures as well, like workplaces or society or corporations, you know, like the patriarchy, you know, this kind of energy. So I don't know if somebody's washing the hands of somebody, and I was kind of getting like, you know, that song, I made damn sure the pilot washed his hands and sealed his fate. Pleased to meet you. Hope you guess my name, right? Guns N' Roses, Sympathy for the Devil. And he's talking about Pontius Pilate, who I don't know why this is coming up, but I kind of got it in, you know, in the middle of the night. So maybe it's for this reading. Maybe somebody's found spirituality, or maybe they're kind of like reassessing their own spirituality. Like, do you know what? I'm going to take a different path. I'm washing my hands of this. I'm washing. It's kind of giving like a little bit Lady Macbeth as well. Like, I'm going to wash the blood from my hands. It's like, I'm going to clean my hands of this. I'm going to be guilt free. I'm going to be. So maybe somebody's releasing guilt for something. It's like, I didn't make this choice. Like, I did something, but it wasn't my choice to make. I don't know, whatever that means to you, whatever you get from it, maybe go and look into that a little bit more. Even if you're not into the Bible, if that's not your thing, you know, there could be a story in there for you somehow. But there's something about washing the hands of it, with the Star card and the Hierophant card as well. So something going on there. Now I do want to kind of pull a few more cards and just dig a little bit deeper into this. So tell me more about the Knight of Cups energy. So the Knight of Cups is a messenger. They're coming in with an offer, and the cup in the hand signifies the Ace of Cups, this unconditional love, support, very much from the heart. It's very pure, it's very honest, it's very meaningful. Knight of Cups, Three of Cups. So this could be a friend, this could be somebody in somebody's friendship circle. Interesting again with the star imagery and the Big Dipper and things like this. It's like, you know, having a friendship network or a supportive friend or a group or a community that supports you. So again, this could be somebody who's gone to some kind of self-help group, or some kind of it could be the friendship group, it could be some kind of therapy, like group therapy, but you know, they found this unconditional support, this we accept you for exactly who you are, we understand you, you know, we accept you, one of us, that kind of energy. Ace of Cups, Six of Cups. This offer, even though aces are always new, the Six of Cups talks about the past and nostalgia, kind of looking back energy. This specific card with this specific image always talks to me about looking back at your childhood, and reassessing the relationships you had in your childhood. It's like, who showed you unconditional love? I was watching another reader, it may have been Regretless Life Tarot. She's a brilliant storyteller. She actually calls herself a storyteller. She says, I'm just telling stories here, right? If it applies to you, if it gives you food for thought, then great, but you know, I'm not a psychic, I'm not a fortune teller. So really, I like the mindset that she has there. But it could be that somebody, I think it was her, somebody was talking about somebody who never made a true unconditional emotional connection in their life, and the only time that they'd ever experienced true unconditional love was from a dog or a pet when they were a child. It's like the dog was their best friend, right? It's like maybe somebody who was a little bit awkward, a little bit shy, you know, they had trouble making those bonds, so but the dog was always there, like with that support at the side. I think Pisces got this, they got the dog in their reading. So otherwise, it kind of just talks to me about like the unconditional love that people have for a pet, or that a pet has for a person, especially dogs, right? They're so loyal, and they really do. Like, you could be an absolute monster. You could like rage around, be mean to everybody you work with, you know, pushing your friends away. You know, you could, you know, really be a whirlwind of a person. And again, I don't want to say good and bad here, because I don't believe people are good and bad. I think we all have good and bad within us. You know, it's just to what extent that is brought to this, you know, what extreme do we lean towards, and what extreme are we pushed to? You know, what, you know, circumstances can often get even the nicest people, even the, you know, the most honorable good people, put in the wrong circumstance, they could be a monster, you know. So it's like this person could really see themselves perhaps as a bit of a monster, but the dog loves them. So you know, you are deserving of unconditional love. Everybody is, everybody is. So something with that. This could be it's like kind of like River Deep Mountain High, right? When you were a young boy, did you have a puppy that always followed you around? Well, I will love you just the way you love that puppy, you know. So it's perhaps finding this kind of love in a person, perhaps, or in a social group. Finally, it's sort of makes me think about the internet as well, how sometimes we can be born in a place where we feel like we don't fit in, right? Like maybe our values are different to the values of our family, the value of the people that we work with, the value of our friends. And I think the brilliant thing about going online now is that you can meet people who have had similar life experiences as you, or who feel a certain way, and you can make bonds with those people all around the world, like from different countries. And you can find that support network where this isn't something that we could have done, what, like 20, 30 years ago. So Could be something like that going on as well, I'm hearing. Something definitely about the stars as well. Like, we're all under the same stars here, you know, even if we're worlds apart. Tell me about the Four of Swords, this healing energy. Two of Swords. It's definitely something a little bit mental going on. Somebody perhaps who gets a little bit stressed. Perhaps somebody who overthinks. Virgo energy. They had that in their reading this week. And it's kind of like a crossroads. So it's like facing some kind of difficult decision, but you can't figure your way out of this. It's like a mental maze. So the only thing you can do is kind of like feel your way through it, like use your intuition to make this decision. But somebody's intuition could be a little bit faulty here. Give me another card on that Two of Swords, please. What's the Two of Swords in reverse? It does tell me that somebody's getting out of this, because the Two of Swords is like the crossroads. It can also be like blocked, like somebody could have blocked someone on social media. They've unblocked them now. I'm not quite seeing, I don't quite know what this is trying to tell me though. Okay. 2 and 2. Yeah, 2 and 2 make 4. Oh, it's the Three of Wands. Okay, no, a decision has been made then. Three of Wands is like, no, a decision has been made. Somebody's not conflicted anymore. And the beautiful thing is that if you have felt some kind of success, look, success. We have the star twice, Six of Wands. This is success. Feels like it's tied to Capricorn's reading and Pisces, maybe Virgo. Yeah, so yeah, a decision's been made, and sometimes we can be our own worst enemy. It's like we're the ones putting those blocks underneath the wheel of the carriage, right? Sometimes we're the one that stops the chariot moving forward. A chariot is another card about success, reward, recognition. So a lot of like being in the spotlight, having some kind of fame, celebrity, having people cheering you on. So, and this is the thing as well, like everybody loves an underdog story. So if you watch things like American Idol and stuff, it's like the person who goes in and they're like, look, I'm a recovering addict. I have gone through all this terrible stuff in my life. I've had some kind of horrible illness, but I'm healing from it. You know, even though all this bad stuff's happened for me, I'm still going, I'm pushing forward, I'm chasing my dreams. Everybody loves that. Everybody's cheering that person on, because it's like, you know, you want to see that person succeed. You want to see that person have some good in their life. They're telling me about Oliver Twist. Yeah, rooting for the underdog. So it's like when you get those blocks out from underneath the wheels of your own chariot and you start to move, it's like then you can have success. Like, you're not going to have success if you sat there with your arms crossed doing nothing, right, trapped in your own head. You're going to have success when you move towards your hopes, your dreams, your goals, your wishes. That's when people start to cheer you on. Nobody's going to cheer you on if you just sit there sulking. So there's something like that there going on as well. But a decision has been made. Somebody's waiting for the ships to come in, healing, chasing their dreams. Like, amazing. Yeah, coming to the end of a long road, and there's the Hierophant. Look, like tying it all up at the end there. Like the star and the Hierophant, this is like celestial, this is like divinely guided. Could be somebody's having some sort of ascension. If you want to Google what like ascension is, you know, dark night of the soul. Dark night of the soul is like 9 of wands and 9 of swords. So yeah, somebody's coming out of that. Somebody's done it. Somebody's got the golden shadow. You know, they've done the shadow work. If you don't know what any of these terms are, just Google them, right? It's like freely available information. Coming out of the dark night of the soul, which feels like this, right? You know, getting back on the feet. The beautiful thing about the 10 of Wands is it comes after the 9 of Wands, and the 9 of Wands is that process of doing the shadow work or having a lot of burdens, feeling like people keep on piling those straws on your back, and it's like, my back is going to break. I don't know if I'm going to live to see tomorrow. I don't know if I can get up and cope and make it one more day. Like, I feel like giving up. But the thing is, the 9 of Wands in the upright is not giving up. In the reverse, giving up, right? Dropping all those burdens and being like, I'm done here. I cave, I give in, you know, whatever. But this is not giving up. This is like knowing where your path is, you know, setting your goals, setting your intentions with that star card, and traveling along a really tough path, a really hard path, getting through that 9 of Wands energy and getting to the finish line. The 10 of Wands is like you're almost home. You can almost put that heavy baggage down. So the baggage could symbolize like stuff from the past, right? Again, like drunk from the past. Not that the dog's drunk, obviously. There's a really good relationship here, soulmate energy. If it's not an animal, it's like a person, right? A person from the past. It could be a soulmate from a past life as well. You know, and that is unconditional, like unconditional love and soulmate energy, like gorgeous, like totally, like the most healing energy in the world. So yeah, coming home. Now they're giving me, it's coming home, it's coming home. Somebody maybe a football fan or a soccer fan. And they're also giving me Lana Del Rey's version of when you walk through a storm, hold your head up high and don't be afraid of the dark. At the end of the storm, there's a golden sky, right? And the sweet silver song of the lark. Hold on, right? So, yeah, somebody's getting through it. Somebody's like, they can see it. It's like they can see that finish line, right? If this is somebody who's been doing like a 12-step program, they're on the 12th step, right? They're gonna get the gold badge. It's like they've done it. They've completed the course, whatever it is that they're doing. So yeah, absolutely. So there's definitely a message here about staying grounded, right? Dipping a toe into your emotions, staying grounded, but also kind of like, you know, protecting yourself with that Four of Pentacles. That's kind of like the turtle energy for me. It's like being a little bit guarded, playing it safe, holding on to things, holding back. Yeah, really, really good stuff. And then the Hierophant, like, just, it's like, there you go. You know, you've been trying to get to that star. You thought, how could I ever get there? I've been looking up at the sky thinking, how can I ever get there? How can I ever have that success, that dream, that wish, that goal? How can I ever have that? And then it's like all of a sudden this stairway to heaven, like the staircase opens up in front of you and it's like, I can reach for the stars now. Reach for the stars. I'm getting a lot of songs, fast channeling. Yeah, no, it's like, there you go. There is a light at the end of the tunnel. You know, like, it's going to be easy for you now. Like, here it is. Like, you thought you had to walk up the steps. No, here's the elevator. Here's the escalator, you know. So actually such an incredibly positive reading. It's giving me all the vibes. Let's I hope, you know what I really hope is this is unconditional love for the self. This is somebody who's like, do you know what, I'm going to treat myself, I'm going to show myself the unconditional love and support that I want in my life. I'm going to show myself the unconditional love and support that my dog gave to me, right? It's like, I've got my own back here. I really hope this is somebody who is getting to a point in their life where they've healed enough from whatever has happened in the past, right? They've healed enough. They've worked on their self-confidence enough. They've worked on their, you know, accepting themselves for who they thoroughly are and finding that golden shadow, that they've got to the point where they're like, oh, holy shit, I'm good on my own. It's like, do you know what? Now that I'm healed, if somebody comes into my life with this kind of energy, I'm opening the door for them. But I don't need it because I have it for myself. I love myself. I posted, I don't know if you've all seen that prequel app. It turns you into like a cartoon character, and it like it's such a good app. And I posted these pictures of myself on Twitter, and I was like, do you know what? I think I'm my own new obsession. I'm obsessed with myself now. I'm sorry, everybody. Cartoon version of me is all I need in my life. So I hope it's that kind of energy. But it does seem to me like there's two people here. Okay, what else, please? I just love this. If this is your reading, like a round of applause. Like, this is not me being condescending. This is me, like, cheering you on. Like pat yourself on the back. Here I come, right? This is me bringing my arm in, reaching around and patting you on the back because you deserve it. Like, and do you know what? You don't even need it. You don't even need it from me. You don't need me to say well done. You don't. Like, maybe you think you do. It's nice, right, to hear it. But do you know you've done this. You know you've done this. This is within you. This sense of pride, pride, power. I was quoting Cool Runnings the other day as well. You've got pride. You've got power. Like, that's, I love that scene. I love that scene so much. We should all do that into the mirror. Like, maybe, you know, maybe different words, maybe in our own voices, but like looking at ourselves in the mirror and saying, do you know what? You're a fucking awesome person. I love you. Like, go out and rock it. I want us all to have that energy for ourselves, because do you know what? If we can't be our own best cheerleader, how can we expect others to cheer us on? So yeah, you've got it. You've got it. You've done this. Amazing reading. Amazing reading. So does this person need advice? We all need a little bit of direction sometimes, don't we? We all need, no, because you know, you've gone to bed, you've thought about it, you know what you're doing, you've made a decision made, like, you know where your star is, right? And the path is opening up to you now, you're almost home. So, is there anything this person needs to hear? Do you want to tell this person anything else? Or are we done here? Yeah, stars. Oh my God, how many stars in this reading? You can manifest your every wish. Damn right you can. You've done it. If you've got into that golden shadow energy, that is like powerful manifestation energy. Like if anyone can make your dreams real, it's you, right? And that's an important thing to remember. Like you getting out from under your own feet, removing those blocks from your own path, and just getting on with it and just doing it, right? Having that dream, having that wish, having that goal, and just doing it. Even if it's like one step a day, right? Even if it's like one step and then like you have to sit down and go like and then like a week later you get up and you take the next step. Like however you want to do it, as long as you're doing it, as long as you're going in the right direction, you're doing it. And before you know it, you get there. So stars, you can manifest your every wish. It's time for you to take your goals and turn them into your reality. Create that dream board. Wish on those shooting stars. Write in a daily manifestation journal. Cast a small or large spell. Positive spells only, people, please. Karma's a thing. The universe is waiting to give you exactly what you deserve, given that it's best for everyone involved. Keep in mind that you also need to believe that you deserve it. Every time you say you don't believe you deserve it, a fairy loses the wings. And then, do you know what? Do you know what? The fairy will forgive you anyway because they're that kind of person. I'm going to leave it there. I'd love to pull you a song on camera, but I can't. My phone that I did the shorts on has died, so I'm recording on my my own phone right now. So yeah, check out the description box. There'll be some songs down there for you. And I hope you all have a wonderful February. And if this is your reading, like, I am super impressed. I'm one of those people cheering you on right now because like that is like mega healing energy. That is like really is like when you walk through the storm and you've held your head up high, right? And you've not been afraid of the dark. It's so good, so good. And look, there's two people on this card. I really feel like it's like you and a best friend, like, you know, got each other's back, or like a friendship circle, right? It's best reading. Take care of yourselves. Check out the description box below for all, you know, just random information, but also the songs that apply for this reading. Hopefully I can remember them all. And go forth and manifest your every wish because you damn right you deserve it. Take care of yourselves and I will see you again soon. Bye bye.